The Honourable Jean Yves Duclos, Minister of Families, Children and Social Development, thank you for being with us today. I would like to start directly with the breaking news of the last weeks after President Trump imposed tariffs on aluminium and steel and justified this by saying that the Canadian steel industry is a threat to U.S. national security. Could the trade war between Canada and the United States arise?
Well, thank you for your warm welcome and for the question. Our first objective is to defend the interests of our workers and our businesses. The current situation is unacceptable. We believe that it is unfair and counterproductive to think that Canada is a national security threat to our friends, long-term friends, the United States. Our families, our workers, our businesses have long been working together with our United States friends, and we believe that we should be doing the same over the long term to defend our interests, our workers and our businesses in Canada, while recognizing that our economies are united, not only currently, but also in terms of building a long-term future, prosperous future for our families and workers.
Would that cause redundancies to many Canadian employees?
We are working very hard to avoid losses of jobs and harm to our businesses by providing them with the support that they need and that they deserve to go through the uncertain circumstances that we have now. We at the same time, we're working very hard with our allies in the United States. Businesses, workers and families in the United States understand that to do well for our economies, we need to work together. So we are going to make sure that our interests are defended while we continue building our relationship with the American people.
Should the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau have taken a more aggressive stand against Trump after NAFTA talks came to a halt?
No, I think we have the right attitude, an attitude of respect in our important bilateral relationship with the United States, but also an attitude of being very clear that our most important objective, our most important responsibility is to defend the interest of our workers and families.
By going back to your work, you're working on increasing the CCB to keep pace with the cost of living. When would this occur?
The Canada Child Benefit is the most significant social policy innovation in a generation. It is currently transforming the lives of middle-class families and helping more middle-class families in Canada do better for their children. It's also helping families of lower income status work and achieve middle-class status in Canada. The CCB, the Canada Child Benefit, is helping 3 million families with paying for food, for clothing, for daycare, for sending their children to a hockey league or to baseball league in the summertime. It's making a huge difference in the lives of many families, and it's decreasing the level of child poverty in Canada by 40%. So it is said that 4 children in poverty, 4 children would otherwise, out of 10, would otherwise live in poverty now are being lifted out of poverty because of the immense impact of the Canada Child Benefit.
How does the government intend to fund this program?
We found it by not sending checks to families of millionaires anymore. So we're focusing on middle-class families and families that are working very hard to join the middle class. So we're not sending checks to families that don't need the checks and families that don't want the checks either, because we all know that investing in middle-class families and lower-income families is the best thing to do. So that's how we fund the program. It's more simple for families, it's more fair for everyone, and as I said, it makes a huge difference in how well the families are able to look after their children.
What benefits or programs are you proposing regard to the retirees?
That's very important. As in many countries, Canada has an aging population, which is good news. We have older Canadians in larger numbers who live longer, typically in healthier conditions, but some of these seniors face challenges, income security challenges, healthcare challenges, housing challenges. So we're investing in income security by increasing the generosity of old age security pensions, by making our retirement system more secure for our families and workers when they retire, by providing homes for seniors that struggle and finding affordable and quality homes, and also investing in home care, making sure that when our seniors want to stay at home, they also have the ability to receive the health care at home that they need and that they deserve.
And the government signed a deal with British Columbia regarding affordable housing for middle-class families. Do you intend to roll out the affordable housing program throughout Canada?
Affordable housing, safe housing is key to living well. It's key for seniors to live in safety and in dignity. It's key for children to grow and to learn. It's very difficult for a child to grow and to learn if he happens or if she happens to live in a house that is unsafe, unaffordable. It's also key for helping our workers, our families, to enter the labor market and to keep their job. And we know that investments in housing, in affordable and safe housing, also help businesses find the workers, the middle class workers that they need to grow. So in big cities, in expanding cities, in successful cities like we have many of them in Canada, affordable, safe housing is key to making families be well and to helping our communities prosper.
As Team Trudeau, you always talk about working for real change. What are some of the milestones the government has achieved in the proposed changes to date?
The real change takes place when we help families and workers live a better life, have access to more time, more resources, more quality time with their families, with their children. And so it's the measure of real change is how much impact we make in the lives of people. So we are people-centered. We make investments in people, knowing that when we invest in people, when we have confidence in people, that's where we grow the economy. That's where people benefit from the growth in the economy, and that's where communities also develop themselves.
I would like you to send a word to the Middle East people here in Canada.
Canada is a country where diversity is a source of pride and strength. We are delighted to have in Canada a large number of people from Lebanon, people that come here to Canada to help their families lead better lives, to help their children grow in a safe and prosperous country. We're delighted with that because they come with their vision, their energy, and their ambition to build not only better lives for their families, but also better lives for our communities in Canada. So we are a country that benefits from the strength and from the pride of people from Lebanon. We're very happy to have them with us, and also helps us connect to Lebanon as we always like to do.
I appreciate your time, Minister Jean Yves Duclos. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your nice welcome.
Thank you.